Okay, I'm just going to read something to you. I'm not going to flower it up. Here's the bottom line. I was surfing whatever, and I found a video where there's appears to be a police department in Florida that now YouTubes its videotape DUI stops. And there was a question, guilty or innocent? And then they had this like 12-minute video of this guy doing the dance, the alphabet, follow the pin, whatever. And I couldn't even make it through the video. I started typing. And so instead of actually just kind of going off the top of my head, I'm going to try to have the discipline to read. My hat's not straight. There. To read what I wrote. That's what I'm going to try to do. So here goes. And it was about a videotape posted about whether or not a guy is guilty or innocent of drunk driving. I didn't even watch the whole video. It doesn't matter. Here's what matters. Why did they pull him over? Was he driving recklessly? So recklessly that he was posing a direct threat to the safety of others. If not, then he has committed no crime. Here's the bottom line on DUI. Millions of Americans drove home tonight legally intoxicated. Out of those millions, the vast majority made it home safely without injuring anyone. Hold on. Something just popped up. All right. Drove it home safely without bouncing off a single parked car or endangering a single human being. The crime of DUI is nothing more than an attempt by well-intentioned citizens and law enforcement to prohibit a behavior that makes you more likely to commit a crime. The crime is reckless driving. The crime is damage to another person or property through negligence or malice. Simply driving while intoxicated does not conform to the definition of a crime. Once you have opened that door, what is next? When you claim the right to prohibit or regulate a behavior that might make someone more inclined to commit a crime, what happens? They can prohibit cell phones. Check. They can prohibit texting. Check. Now maybe they can ban eating while driving, or adjusting your music, or being tired or in a bad mood. What about disciplining your children? How many possible emotional and physical circumstances arise that might make you more inclined to drive badly? Once you've opened this box, you can't close it. Now everything is fair game. Are the roads really safer? Do they really even need to be safer? Did we ever even ask that question? No. We jumped on the bandwagon of a movement started by a woman in San Diego whose daughter was killed by a drunk driver. Do you remember what she wanted when she started the movement? The guy that killed her daughter was a multiple offender who was guilty of harming people multiple times, who always had a blood alcohol content of over 0.15. She left Mothers Against Drunk Driving after the very first year. The woman who started it, actually. Do you know why? She left because the goals she had sought to achieve, stopping chronic, severely intoxicated drivers from getting their licenses back, was almost immediately abandoned in favor of a policy which essentially demands total abstinence. Now that goal is accepted and embraced by society in large part because of the power and success of the MAD, Mothers Against Drunk Driving lobby. It's not reality. It's not helpful. It doesn't accomplish what we wanted to accomplish. All it did was give too much power to government employees to get paid to enforce bad laws. What do we want? We want less people killed on the roads. If that's truly the goal, then how should we proceed? How about first making cars that can't be driven badly? You can put a mercury switch in them, and when somebody starts zigzagging, the car shuts off. How about building roads that accommodate misjudgments and mistakes? After Dale Earnhardt died, NASCAR started putting cushions in the barrier walls. Now less NASCAR drivers are dying. If it's good enough for NASCAR, why isn't it good enough for us? Are you going to tell me that we lack the funding and the resolve to build safer cars and roads, so we make up for it by building a more powerful police state over the drivers? Is that really what we're accepting? Here's the deal. Fuck this guy and his dance for the camera. None of it matters. What matters is that we start seeing what we really want. Safer roads. And then coming up with solutions that actually accomplish it. Any idea which puts more people in jail is a bad idea. Stop being stupid.